I'll answer everything. Maybe. Or I'll just walk out.
Were you a freak in high school?
Well, footy was everything to me.
Does getting smashed in the head all the time ruin your brain as well as your face?
I loved bashing and crashing into guys.
Why are you all depressed if you're living the dream?
It's a misconception that because players are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars, they're not susceptible to depression.
When did you feel the heat of the spotlight?
Every time I went out to play, I just had this fear of, oh, please don't stuff anything up.
Have you pissed in your own mouth?
Yeah, well, that's what the bubbler is, isn't it? And I'm not going to lie and say, well, that was the only time I've done it.
Full credit to the boys.
Taking it 1 week at a time.
We didn't turn up today.
Are footballers dumb, or are you told to talk like that?
Well, we're not dumb.
There's always been this bullhead image with rugby league.
It's a broad stroke to say all footballers are dumb.
Some are very dumb. Very, very dumb.
Was I one of the dumb ones? Yes, you better, absolutely. But absolutely not at other times as well.
Professional football is full of professional footballers. They're not there to be students. They're not there to be academics. They're geniuses on the football field.
When you have a camera stuck in front of your face and you just played 80 minutes of football, there's a lot of just go-to answers you can give just to get the camera out of your face.
I think they're the easy things to say.
It's something that is sort of drummed into you when you do media training, when you first get to the club.
Just to deflect a lot.
But yeah, there was none of that going back 30 years ago. There was no education. It was just like, just do your best.
While it might sound made up or forced, some players actually do really believe in the fact of giving credit to their team.
I'll say it now, you can't do it without a team.
And you didn't really want to say, well, hang on, it was definitely me. I was the best player, at risk of being ostracised by the media or your fellow teammates.
I don't know. I think Australian media, they talk about wanting to see more, but then as soon as you're different, they attack you for it.
I think you do become guarded because you're worried about it being the headline the next day.
In North America, they pump up the athletes. The athletes can be themselves, and everyone celebrates them for having that ego and the swagger.
And in Australian sport, we tend to knock down people who talk themselves up too much.
As soon as you try and, I think, be different, people want to bring you back down for it, so it's hard to be authentic.
The thing that frustrates me is when we can't even comment on a political issue or something like that.
Typically, sports people are just told, we don't want to hear your opinions. You're only where you are because you're athletically gifted.
Why don't you just shut up and just focus on footy?
Oh, just stick to football. And you're like, well, hang on, I'm living in society. I can have my say. I'm a voter. I'm a father of 2 girls.
I think sometimes they're a little bit shocked that a footballer has an informed opinion.
I will have a say and almost like stick it back at them a little bit.
People think that their perceptions are always right, and a lot of the time they're not.